Welcome to Shaw Sports and Faith, or SSF. And yes, I'm your boy Rashad Brown. Now, this episode here is my playoff reviews, my NFL playoff reviews. And I want to start off with the 49ers and the Seahawks. Yes, the 49ers and the Seahawks that came on Saturday. I came in watching that game thinking the Seahawks were just, I'm sorry, thinking the 49ers were just going to beat the brakes off of the Seahawks. But it didn't start off that way. The Seahawks came in playing unbelievably pretty well. Geno Smith came in, and I was shocked to see that Geno Smith is the most accurate quarterback in the league. And Geno Smith came out there just hitting them on target. Playing really well. Even when the defense was collapsing, he was finding a way to escape the defense, moving up in the pocket or running to get extra yards. And if guys was open, he was hitting them right on target, right in the chest area. Geno played really, really well. Then they running back, Walker, the rookie, who's probably going to get Rookie of the Year. He played pretty solid. He was running pretty well. Their defense was holding up well. Brock Purdy for the 49ers, he was struggling a little bit. They put a little pressure on him. Seattle put a little pressure on the 49ers quarterback, Brock Purdy. He was struggling just a tad bit, missing guys, overthrowing them. But 49ers settled down and started playing well. And at halftime, the game was like 17-16. So I was like, wow, this might be an upset, man. You feel me? Because Seattle has came to play, and they ain't laying no egg. They came to play. And I don't know what happened. Second half, I don't know what happened. If I'm not mistaken, they was driving down the field, and Geno ended up throwing an interception. And when he threw that interception, it looked like all hell just broke loose because the 49ers, who was asleep, seemed like they just woke all the way up. Brock Purdy started the young rookie phenom, 7th-round draft pick, who was looking to be a really, really, really good quarterback. He started hitting them targets everywhere, man. He was hitting Deebo Samuel. He was hitting even this new guy I never heard of, but come to find out, he's a really good receiver, Brandon Ayuk. I hope I'm pronouncing his name well. He was hitting him, George Kittle, but it was mostly Brian Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, and then he was hitting Christian McCaffrey a little bit here and there. Then Mr. Christian McCaffrey got going, running that ball. He had like a 69-yard running where he took off, and I thought he was going to the house. But somebody ended up tackling him, and then they end up, scoring a touchdown. I think he even threw Christian McCaffrey a touchdown. So, these guys were just playing really, really well. The 49ers came out and played like the 49ers are supposed to play. Nick Bosa was getting back there. The defense played really solid. They made it really, really hard on Geno. Geno wasn't, what is the word I'm looking for? Geno didn't feeling as comfortable back there second half. They was putting pressure on him, making him speed up his throws, making him speed up, and they was playing really good. And then the 49ers just played really good on offense and really good on defense second half. It was a tale of two halves, and the 49ers just came out there and just put that game totally out and the 49ers ended up beating the Seahawks, ended up blowing them out like I thought, 41-23. But you got to be impressed with Geno. Geno played really well, threw for 25 out of 35, threw 35 passes, complete 25 out of them. And he threw for 253 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that 1 interception that started everything with the 49ers. DK Metcalf had 136 yards receiving. DK Metcalf was playing really well. He was killing really first half and playing really well, but they kind of slowed him down. Brock Purdy, got to give credit to Brock Purdy. If he can keep playing the way he's playing, I'm really expecting to see what he's going to do in the second game in the divisional round. Man, Brock Purdy played really well once he calmed down. 18 out of 30 passes, 332 yards, 3 touchdowns. Played really, really well. He's continued to play really good football. Christian McCaffrey, 15 carries, 119 yards, doing what Christian McCaffrey do on 8 yards per carry. Deebo Samuel had 133 yards, and Brian Ayuk, 3 catches of 73 yards, played really well. So, hey, the 49ers balled out, man. And the Seahawks came to play, but the second half, the 49ers said, let's cut this out and beat those boys completely up. Let's go to the Chargers and the Jaguars. The Chargers and the Jaguars. Now, the Jaguars are at home. Chargers 10-7 on the season. Jaguars was 9-8, just bagged in the playoffs, but the Jaguars won a division. Evidently, they must have had a weak division, and they had hosted a home game. Now I expected this to be a close game because both teams, to me, were even. But the Jaguars came out there, and I don't know what was going on with Trevor Lawrence's head, man. He seemed like he was just in it to play for the other team because that's what he was doing. They put a little pressure on him. Interception. I said, good gosh. The man threw 4 interceptions and 2 to Asante Samuel Jr., which his dad played and was a really good player, and it seemed like his son is. So he threw 4 interceptions. Then they turned around, kicked the ball off. The Chargers kicked the ball off. And then Jaguars caught the ball on the punt return. It was a kick return. And he fumbled that there. So 5 turnovers. The game is over, right? But the Jaguar was playing pretty good defense, but the problem was they was turning over the ball and giving the Chargers great great field position. You know what I'm saying? If you keep turning over the ball and they right at the touchdown, you keep turning over the ball and they right at the touchdown. They was giving them good position, and they would end up running the ball with Heckler. And he had 2 touchdowns. And then you got Justin Herbert, who's a really good quarterback, strong arm, can make any throw on the field, really played a really great quarterback. He didn't play so great, but they was creating so short of a field that he didn't even have to make no long drives. I mean, he was right there at the touchdown. And so by the Jaguars just really playing for them, really just, here go the ball, y'all can have it. Here go the ball, y'all can have it. Here go the ball, y'all can have it. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence, who to me is a future superstar, just like Justin Herbert, who's on his way. He didn't play like it first half. He played horrible, just gave him the game, and those guys went up 27-0. I thought the game was over. I ain't going to tell you no lie. I thought the game was over. I went up there, watched some TV, played the game, whatever. I'm like, it don't make no sense. The Jaguars just let me down. But it's a tale of 2 halves. That's why they call it, you got to play throughout the whole game. You can't just play one half. You got to finish the game. You got to keep your foot on their neck the whole game. And the Jaguars came out that second half because they know they were killing themselves. It wasn't the Chargers who was just totally beating them. They was killing themselves. Now, the Chargers did play a pretty solid defense to cause those interceptions, but you can't make those type of interceptions in a playoff game. But the Jaguars started playing pretty good defense. Trevor Lawrence stopped turning over the ball. The Jaguars didn't turn over the ball at all on the second half. And Trevor Lawrence started just, wow. He just started making throws, but just picking them apart with throws. And they were shortly coming back. And like I said, a tale of 2 halves. He threw 4 interceptions one half, 4 touchdowns second half. Played really well. And it also helped when you had Travis Etienne, and I can't think of that guy named running back, who played really well, had over 109 yards rushing on 20 carries, averaging almost 5.6 yards per carry. He played well. Ingram, the wide receiver, had 7 catches on 93 yards. So these guys were just coming back, throwing the ball. And they end up, it was just crazy how they come back, man. It was just like a straight tale of 2 halves. And, man, I thought they still had the game won because it was still like 28-30. What about me? Maybe like a minute and 40 seconds, maybe a minute and 30 seconds. And so it was 4th and 1. And, Trevor Lawrence, he had the ball. And I'm thinking they just going 4th and 1 and 4th inches. I'm thinking he's just going to do a quarterback sneak. But they ran a great play. Everybody thought they was going to a quarterback sneak. He faked like he was going to do a quarterback sneak and then just pitched it to Travis Etienne. He ran out for 18 yards. Man, that was the end of the game because it was right at the touchdown. Kicked the field goal. Game over. The greatest comeback in NFL history. I could not believe it. Tale of 2 halves. The Chargers was so mad that they fired their offensive coordinator, Joe Lombardi. I guess they fired him because, dude, we went up 27-0, dude. We had the game won. You should have called some plays second half that would have went on, put us up like 40 or 50, 50-20 or 50-10. We didn't do nothing second half. I mean, nothing. All they did was score 3 points. These guys got killed second half. 3 points. till when they was up like 27 or nothing. These guys scored like 24 unanswered points because they did score a touchdown. The Jaguars, at least, in the second half. So, man, that was a great lesson of never give up. That was a great lesson of go all out. So you guys shout out to the Jaguars. The Jaguars got to play the Chiefs. Woo! It's gonna be tough, but the Chiefs, y'all better watch out because these boys are not gonna give up. So that's gonna be a great game. I'm looking forward to that. And I will probably give my picks later on this week. And then you're gonna have the 49ers. And I'm going to tell you in my next video who they were playing. So that is my review for the Seahawks and the 49ers and the Chargers and the Jaguars. I hope you enjoyed this. This is your boy SSF. If you like this video, like it. If you want more content like this, plus I'm going to give you faith-based because I'm a follower of Christ. Subscribe. Y'all have a peaceful and blessed day. And as I always like to conclude the video, and I already said half of it, peace and love.